We'll probably be changing this as we go. But so the main game plan here is first off our Hondens. So our shrines at the beginning of your upkeep, each of these do something based off the number of shrines you control. They're all legendary in their enchantments. Unfortunately, I don't know of a way to make just like any permanent, a copy of any permanent that's not legendary. Spark Double only works with creatures and planeswalkers, so it doesn't quite work there. But we get to have kind of a nice curve here. Turn 3, Honden of Infinite Rage. On our upkeep, we get to do damage equal to our shrine, so we can at least deal 1 damage to something, and it's any target, which is nice. Turn 4, Honden of Cleansing Fire. We get to gain 2 life for each shrine that we control, and then Honden of Life's Web. So we're kind of hoping to play a little bit longer game with this deck because we're hoping to have these on the battlefield. And kind of do lots of things with them. And then we also on turn 5 as well have a Honden of Seeing Winds. I decided not to go for the Black Honden, which is the target opponent discards card for each shrine that you control. I just didn't feel like it worked quite as well for everything we're trying to do, and like it loses its value after a bit. The only value for it is to have an extra shrine, but I think all of these being able to trigger 4 times a turn is amazing. Like 4 cards per turn, busted. 4 damage per turn to any target, busted. For no mana, yeah. 8 life, really, really good. And so all those things, like if we can get up to 4 of them, great. If we can get 2 or 3 with any of these synergies, it's amazing. So that's why I'm kind of running like 3 copies, 2 copies. And then the rest of the game plan here is kind of our draw your cards so we can find and get value out of everything. And so we have Cetessan Champion, Enchantress Presence. Do we have another Enchantress that I just don't know about? I might have forgotten it because I thought that we did have another Enchantress of some sort. But I wanted to use the new stuff from Historic Anthology 3. And I like Cetessan Champion because we're running so many Deafening Clarions. So Deafening Clarion, if we can just get a lot of enchantments out on the battlefield, maybe like an All That Glitters onto our Cetessan Champion. We don't really have Trample or anything like that, but if we can give it Lifelink, Swing In, for everything like that, works pretty well. I was running Shadow this guys as well. We decided to run 1 Ravnica at War instead of that so that we can fit in our Jengatha, which helps us get a lot of mana generation for this deck, which I think is good. And so yeah, so why not? So let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how this one does for us, and yeah, wish me luck. No blue mana for this Omen of the Sea. We can probably find it along the way though. I mean, like, this isn't a bad hand. Being on the draw is what, the Shrining. All right, that's a good one too. All right, Temple Garden tapped. Pass the turn. Shrine-tastic. Thalia? Dude, what's up with everyone playing Thalias today? Ruining everyone's day. Game plan, everything. Oh, this is just an enchantment as well. I forgot about that. Oh, this is indestructible? Oh, yay. Alright, well, let's just draw lots of cards. I mean, I think that's a good way to kind of defeat this, is just first off, play a good blocker. No General Kudrow, but they can swing in. Yep, no blocks. All That Glitters doesn't quite help, I guess. You know what would help? Land. Do we All That Glitters just for the land here? We get to block, kind of. They have a General Kudrow, though. We're in trouble. Alright, All That Glitters, draw a card. I think we're just digging for land. That's not a land. Oh, and it gets counters. I forgot about that. Rise and Shrine. Shrine and Dine. Oh, there's some good ones. This feels like a trick. Do we need to keep Cetessan Champion out on the battlefield? Can we take another 5 points of damage? Do they have Embercleave? No, they can't have Embercleave. This is definitely a trick, right? Dude, Ravnica at War would be sweet here. Dude, where's our lands? We're running 24 lands. Like, we actually had a shot with this deck until we didn't have any lands at all. Like, even Ravnica at War, I mean, Thalia is just annoying, but like we could deal with that if we draw even somewhat close to curve. Yeah, Ravnica at War here is busted. Yeah, I don't think they will be able to survive through it. Maybe I should have just killed Judith. Thalia number 2 for an additional point of damage at face. Then they swing in. If we block and kill anything, we're dead. Ooh, nice. So we don't actually get to kill that. If we block these guys, so we block here. Here we take 5. Yeah, so it's already game. Yeah, I knew Judith had indestructible. I was trying to just survive one more turn, but didn't seem to matter. Alrighty, Deafening Clarion on turn 3. Eutropia not on turn 3. And we don't have any green mana. Can we keep this without green mana? I mean, like, we only have, like, these few cards that don't have green mana in them, right? I just don't want my poor luck to go even worse. What are we up against Yorion? Man, I'm not sure if I can do it. Shine bright like a diamond. That's a good one. All right, this is better. This is definitely better. I have lots of Hundens. We'll probably drop the Dance of the Mance. So keep this. Drop the Dance. What we'll probably do is Honden on turn 3 so that we can at least have it on the battlefield, and then Omen of the Hunt turn 4, get up to where we can play the other Honden. If we find the white Honden, that'll be butter. Okay, tap lands first. Alright, Honden number 1. Honden number 1. Does come into the battlefield tapped? It does. Alright, I was targeting myself. Down to 19. Omen of the Hunt. Are they stuck on 2 lands? That's good. Take action. Grab, we have lots of both colors, so. Man, that was gonna be a good... I hate that you always get people scooping whenever, like, you have a shot going, but it's because they just had a completely dead hand. It's fine, it's fair, it makes sense. Alright, Omen on turn 2 for any removal against creature stuff, and then we have the colors, and hopefully a way to get to, like, Setessan Champion, Presence, lots of card draw and stuff. Deafening Clarion is good. Swell. Llanowar Elves, that's probably something we should be playing. Like, because we're playing Deafening Clarions and stuff, I'm not focusing it as much. Rule Spellbreaker. Alright, so this is bad. We're gonna... Oh, so we do have Deafening Clarion next turn. I think that I know this has flash. I am gonna shock and kill Llanowar now. Hopefully they're just stuck on lands. The worst case scenario is that they get something big out like a Questing Beast and kill us there. Getting lots of 2 or 3 mana things is totally fine though. Deafening Clarion. Definitely. Start gaining some life with Honden. I think we do go Setessan Champion first into creating some blockers and whatnot. Questing Beast. Dingatha, please hurry fast. Alright, as long as they don't have Embercleave, we can win. I did say this is just the best deck in the format still, so it's hard to beat, you know? Setessan Champion Jengatha. Have a blocker for Questing Beast. I could go for Honden now. Gain 2 life at the beginning of the next turn. Then Jengatha. If we hit our another land, we can Setessan and Enchantress Presence. We have to shock ourselves for Jengatha. So I guess not. We just do this. Temple, Garden, tap, pass the turn. Alright, take it. They don't have the 5th land for Embercleave. It's a good sign. They're not playing anything else out though. I'm a little bit worried. Bone Crushy. Well, we can stay alive. We go to 2. They have 2 big dudes out, and then we cry because we can't do much else. Yeah, I think this one's over. They have Embercleave as well. Yeah, okay. I mean, we didn't have a shot anyway. The best chance that we had is that they just stayed stuck on lands and couldn't get to the questing beast. But Gruul aggro, it is the best deck, and it annoys me. And I also love it. That's like my favorite deck to play. What's his bucket? I think it's David Archuleta came out with a song. It's like, it's fine, I'm fine, okay, all right. It's fine, I'm fine, okay, all right. It's a good song. Omen. Not anything else. Keeping it. Definitely gonna draw all their lands. It's just what happens for me every time I play. Clearly. Seems like I need to play Yorion. Honestly, this deck probably needs Yorion, but I have, if I play Yorion every time, people don't watch my videos. And it's just sad, you know? I think Yorion's super fun though. Like the whole idea of playing 80 card decks instead of 60 card, love it. It's great. You're in blue. Good. Belt Collector. All right, well, we did find land to get to other stuff, I suppose. I know this has flash. Killing it now anyway. Just in case they're playing pump of some sort, whatnots. All right, Enchantress Presence. White mana for Deafening Clarion would be great. An enchantment we can actually play would be pretty great. Taking 6, not so great. Omen has flash, man. I still think that was better to kill it then. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Well, it's not Deafening Clarion stuff. Let's go ahead and activate that. White mana. It's a Tessin champion. I dig it. Alright, let's see if we're dead. Gruul Spellbreaker, I believe, kills us. Or it's pretty close to killing us. And then Shocking for Sacred Foundry probably would be enough. Just the Burning Tree. They obviously don't have anything else. Clearly, nothing else going on here. Alright, we do survive and we do get to kill them. A lot of the things. We get to draw lots of the things. Bam. Shlablamlo. Jingatha can come out as a good blocker next turn. We can just be dead against Gruul aggro again. Alrighty then. Everyone's always got the beast and the lands to get to the beast. That's the thing I don't ever have. Yeah, that's the reason you play Gruul aggro, is that you get draws like that actually a lot more often than you think. And it's really good. Like that was, if anything, kind of weak for their deck sometimes. And that's part of the issue is that we would have been in the game if we had Deafening Clarion on turn 3 or turn 4. But waiting till turn 5 and having to shock yourself for it, kind of not good. You know? Up against Fetter. Well, we have our colors. We have Omen of the Forge. We're on the play. I'm going to keep it. The only thing we don't have is blue mana, but we're hoping to find that along the way. That's fine. 2 land hands. As I always say, if I didn't keep 2 land hands, I wouldn't play Magic because I always get 2 land. Damn. Hello. All right, Steve Spam, this is for you. Waiting until the next turn to Omen of the Sea, of the Forge. I won't even play at instant speed, even if he's attacking. I'm just cool like that. There's definitely going to be a Steamkin here. I should have done it. It's all your fault. Dang it. All your fault. No, where's my lens? Again, all your fault, Steve Spam. Just so you know. You shouldn't just give up when you miss the third land. I've won multiple games not doing that. Against Mono Red, I'm not so sure. Didn't say wait until the end of turn. That's fair. Just that it has flash. That is true. I think that's typically the right play to go ahead and kill it there. Yeah, they get the pump. Bring him in. All right, we're gonna find land and then Deafening Clarion. Can we shock ourselves for a blocker? Yeah, probably. If we can keep that alive, it definitely gives us a better shot. Oh, you don't say. All the ouchies. Oh, come now. Okay, Deafening Clarion. Alright, we get to stay alive with Setessan Champion. As long as they don't have anything else good in hand. We don't get to stay alive very long, though. Dude, we just run up against every single aggro deck here. Aggro is good. Yeah. The shrining is not happening. It's happening to us. And that's not okay, guys. Not okay. Maybe more lands instead of Omen of the Hunt. Might be better. I think one copy is fine for Omen of the Hunt, but let's go down one, go up a land. Let's find a plains. Why don't we have plains in here? What's up with that ramp? There we go. Definitely gonna fix everything there, just going up one more land. Clearly our deck is not doesn't have issues at all besides that. 2-mana Growth Spiral, yeah, that's fair. The whole idea is that it's an enchantment and it draws us 3 cards oftentimes. Like, that was the idea of it. It's just another instant speed enchantment. Honestly, the best thing for us is probably playing Teferi. Teferi would probably be really good here, where we could be able to bounce things back and play them again. There's just a lot of reasons for Teferi. Up against Gates. We've done that. All right, this is actually a pretty sweet curve. We actually get to get Hondens out in the battlefield, most likely. The biggest issue is going to be Maze's End and... we'll see. I think that All That Glitters can maybe keep us ahead of Gates Ablaze. In fact, I might throw it down this next turn, just get through a Royal Grazer, and then we'll start doing Hondens. I mean, I do want to do Honden stuff. Too slow against all the murder. Alright, we got more Hondens. We got to go for Honden stuff, right? Right? Okay. Which one's the best Honden here? Alright, so I think what we do is we go for the white Honden, and next turn we go red into All That Glitters, just so we can start doing a bit more damage. I really want to avoid the Gates Ablaze, but I mean, if we do just get the Honden of Seeing Winds out, it's not a bad play at all. Draw 3. What's on the back behind my guitar? There's a sword. I'll have to grab it sometime. All right, Honda number 2. Draw some cards. All that glitters, keep him a bit more protected. Swing for a bunch and a half, draw some more cards. See, this is actually part of the issue with the Honda of Seeing Wins, is that we actually might draw too many cards. I mean, I'm not opposed to that, you know. Jeff the Samurai, yeah. It's a, I think it's actually, it's a very small version of Aragorn's sword. Secret weeb. I do like swords though. I mean, who doesn't like a sword? What I want is Link to the Master Sword, you know? Ooh, blockers for days? That doesn't help us a lot. But we will kill that. Hit for a bunch. You know, because we can. Omen of the Sea. We could also get out Jingatha. Why am I not playing out things beforehand? A big doofus. Would have hit for 2 more points of damage. Do I want to hold these back for card draw? Let's get out some more blue sources so we can play both of these next turn. Yeah, I think the Life's Web one is definitely the better shot for us. So it's our best shot at actually winning the game. Our biggest issue is that this Honda might mill us out before we can finish the game, though. Deafening Clarion is probably the best draw. We can Deafening Clarion, hit in for a bunch and a half. Pretty good. Spelling's hard. Pick the name that you posted. Train Tribal is praise the Lord. Nice. Let's just go damage at face. I think that if we can close the game out that way, that's definitely the best. Calyx. So we can go Hondon, Omen of the Sea, draw 2 cards. Does Calyx really help us here is the question. Just making Setessan Champion bigger. We're basically digging for Deafening Clarion. I think that's the best play. Both to the bottom. Now that we have 25 lands in the deck, we draw every single land. That's just how it works, you know? Swing in. Yep. Kill a dude. Yeah, so as long as they don't have Gatebreaker Ram, this Deafening Clarion should be good. Also, doing 4 points of damage a turn will kill them before we draw out. So we got all of... We did make it happen. Lich's Mastery. New key then. So they don't die, but I think this Deafening Clarion should definitely... No! Oh, no! No, not like this. Alright, deal 4 to them, make them lose 4 things in the graveyard. This has hexproof, so we can't actually tuck it away with Calyx. Maybe we need Thassa's Oracle in here. We're drawing a few cards. Just a couple. Alright, so we can Jingatha. I feel like Omen of the Forge making them get rid of a few more things just so that we can get through this Lich's Mastery. The issue, though, is that we're probably going to die next turn. So let's go Calyx.
Those who follow their destiny have nothing to fear from me.
Another, I mean, if we can't keep the Hondens out in the battlefield. I mean, we get rid of Guild Summit, right? Put it underneath that one. I mean, anything that gets damage to their face is better than nothing. So, damage to your face. 2 more things gone. We'll play Hollow Fountain tapped. Discard, let's see, Honden. This Honden. Triumph. Mastermind's Acquisition. Alright, this probably is game, but we'll see. I think that we're going to deal damage. We should win with Honden before the game is over. Chance for Glory. Okay. Do you have the rest of the combo? They're tapping blue. That's not a good sign. Guild Summit. 2 more cards. Is this Maze's End? They get another turn. They can't actually die because of witches. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we probably lose now. I kind of want to see the combo. All right, there's a Circuitous Route. So yeah, that's the game. Technically, they needed a few more lands before they could do everything, but that's good. We're done. Hey, we got to get all of the shrines out in the battlefield now. That was the good part, right? How did he win? So he had Maze's End on the battlefield. So Maze's End, we played it earlier. You pay 3, tap it. If you have 10 differently named gates on the battlefield, he wins the game, just straight up. And so Circuitous Route would get him enough lands. Maze's End also finds a land as it gets out as well. So I think he had 7, so that would have been 8, 9, and 10. So yeah, too bad. I do think that there's a lot of fun stuff with this. This was definitely more of a janky fun deck than it was like actually trying to be competitive. I do think the Hondens are powerful. They're also completely terrible. You know, like I think if you have 4 in the battlefield, they're amazing. They're really, really good. I think the chances of you actually being able to, first off, the fact they have to take up so many slots in your deck to be on the battlefield is just terrible. Do I think a 3-mana enchantment that does 1 point of damage by itself is okay? Yeah, it's fine. I think that you could maybe play a deck that just learns like 1 of each one. Like maybe you just go to 1 drops of each thing. Maybe have ways of finding them, like Idyllic Tutors if you really want them or something like that. Or like play a Calyx deck that runs 1 copy of each one. Because if you do happen to have 2 on the battlefield, all of a sudden it becomes decent, you know. But otherwise, they're just kind of the jank, you know, whatever. But it's okay. It's fun.